what an eventful first day this was. I've got to say, the first half an hour, we weren't at the races, to be honest with you. The 2 goals we give away were poor. Coleraine didn't have to work very hard for them. We're not about individualising errors. It's a collective responsibility, but we were disappointed to go 2 goals down. And then it took us to about 30 minutes before we really grabbed the game by the scruff of the neck and really started to have a go at Coleraine. We had a good chat at half time, and it wasn't about balling players out, it's about saying to players how good they are, the quality they have, how hard they've worked in pre-season, but that they need to win. Not about wanting to win, they need to win. They've got to have that desire, they've got to have that courage, they've got to have that bravery. They've got to stand up and be counted. And I've got to say, second half they did that. I thought in Jimmy Mulgrew in particular, we had a real leader today. He drove us on, as I say, for his part in the goal was absolutely superb. It was just grit and determination. It reminds me of several years ago when one day we were down in Dungannon having a really tough time, and there was a bouncing ball. The goalkeeper was favourite to get it, and Jamie just threw himself in and scored the goal. And it was that type of courage and bravery that really pushed us on today. Played some great stuff second half, some really, really good stuff, and disappointed with the as I say, with Jim Irving getting sent off. Disappointed that we didn't get that 3rd goal. I felt that we deserved it. I felt we should have got it. But I suppose in some ways I've got to be happy having been 2-0 down to come back and get a point. But the message to the players, is that we only lost the league by a point last year, but we lost the league, and we've got to capture every point. We've got to make it a prisoner. Can I thank again the supporters? Particularly second half, you really drove us on. Start at the end of the first half, when the players were pushing themselves on, you lifted them, and you really did help today. And once again, to you, the supporters, you came down in numbers. Thank you for driving us on. Thank you for the applause at the end of the match. It was greatly appreciated. And as I say, you got that point as much as we got it today on the pitch because of your contribution. First class. Now we roll on to the next games. In terms of injuries, well, we're panicking a wee bit about Aidan O'Kane. He's going for a precautionary X-ray. He went over in his ankle, so that's a bit of bad news, because on top of that we still have JP Gallagher out, and Conor Hagan remains out. Chris Lindsay remains out with the broken bone in his hand. But as I say, that's an eventful start, certainly entertaining, and thanks once again.
Okay, Michael, you were sub today, so watching that in the first half, what were your impressions?
Yeah, it was a big shock. Obviously, it's CS going 2 goals down, very few mistakes by Alan Blaney, but obviously nobody's going to hold blame for it. It's just one of them things that just happened. Nobody blames Alan Blaney for it. It's just one of them things, and they capitalised really, to be honest. And we were caught a wee bit slowed it back. We didn't look sharp in the first half, and we were punished really by Coleraine, who looked very sharp today. Fair play to them.
So coming on second half, what was the brief?
Just get about them, get in, do what you can do, see if you can get a goal first. Just really, Davey was saying, get on, get about them, see if you can make a difference. And I was just happy to get on, to be honest, and make an impact and get involved, to be honest.
You looked very busy when you came on. Did you feel you had a good game yourself?
Yeah, well, it's really my first game in about a month, to be honest, with a virus and things like that there. So I was happy to get on and get back in the team again and get a bit of action again. So I was happy with my performance when I came on. I thought maybe I should have scored another goal. I've been hard on myself, but I expect myself to have scored more, to be honest. But it's just one of them things. So
you're happy to get on the goal sheet?
Yeah, delighted to get on the goal sheet first game of the season, and Jimmy Mulgrew got the other goal. Obviously, I thought Jimmy Mulgrew was outstanding today. He was the character of the team. He led us there, and he gave us a lift there when he got that goal. He drove us right on there to get a result.
So what's the feeling at the end? A point saved or 2 dropped?
Well, when you're 2-0 down and you're away from home and you get back to 2 each, I think you can look at that as you have to take the positives out of that. We can't be negative about it. We have to look at the positives. We've got a result now. We're building that. Sometimes you start off flying this season and then you go downhill. Maybe we're going to start off this season building. Hopefully that's the sign of things that come back.
The supporters seem to be giving you a lot of encouragement today. There was a lot of Michael Carvill chanting.
The fans have been brilliant. Always away from home and at home, they're a good bunch. Great support down here, on a Saturday. It's brilliant, and that's what gives the lads a lift there, the extra man there.
So we're looking forward to Tuesday and then next Saturday?
Yeah, every match now we're looking forward to. Now we're just going to keep building, and we've got the ability in that change room to do something this year, definitely.